Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. If you're here with me in the Discord, YouTube, Kick, or X chat, go ahead, say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. Well, we have Rips Mob, Brady, Paolo Santos, Richard Harris, Paul Yoon. Good morning to you. Lingle Trading, Hockey, Shane, J. Prowse, Julius, Fat Guy, Yaz, Rule 1 Investor, Ron's Funk, Prime Cap, Chrono Ember. Good morning. What's up there? Brady, Palisades, Richard Harris, Paul, you, Justin, Jeremy, Jack Deep, Oscar, Freddie Rivera. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Uncle Mark, July Peppers, good morning. Prime Cap, Chrono Ember. More MV1, Botrix. Rips Mod in the building. Also Kickbot here. Chrono Ember, Bonafides, Yama, Trade Trendy, Tadas, Tadas, Gil, Rhino Trader, Stoli, Matt, J. Prowse, D. Barry, Mr. Yips, G. Carroll, KCH, Tom B, Coach Steve, Timoki, Blaze, Johnny, RL, Dexter, Cat Nads, Sergi Watts, RL Trades, Mr. Vic Vice, Jacob the King, Cube QK John, The Video Kingdom. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Ali Rose, Day Trader Rick, Cat Nads, Chad, the Fat Guy, M3X4M, Cube QRL Trades, Trading Micros, TDC for Life, Macmo, Guri, Lingle Trades, Focus Chan, the one and only Brian Stoker, Lemons, Cashflow Buck, King F, Joel, Daniel, Antigua. Matt says, nice headphones. Thank you. These are the new ones that I got, the IE 900s. They're insane. They're like more bass than my over the ear headphones. It's crazy. Black Hammocks, the original Jeff. I mean, they're dope. They've been out for a while though. They're not new to the market. They're just new to me. Sorry. Just want to hear what that sounded like. Cheese Balls, Snipes, Fenster, Navy Guy, Julian, Crypto Fox, Sander, DBE, Kern. What's up there, Yaz? National in the building. Ken might be a Gary Baker. Is Goldie going? Yeah, Goldie, a little bit of a bounce here. Yep. A little bit of a bounce there in gold. Get these charts all zoomed in here. JT Cook, a drag. I am RJ. Good morning. Rom K, Sovereign Pulse, Vibe Trade, King F. I am on Discord right now, yeah. Tree Hugger, for all audiences. Good morning. Belgium. I don't know. This is one of those things. Ni hao, what's up, Full Tilt? Hello from South Africa. Hello there, Tian. Christoph. Ribs, what would you say your best strategy is for intraday trading? I mean, momentum scalping, I guess. It was a competition in my household. Yeah, I had a lot of Belchers in my family too. That's probably what it was. Anybody got any trades on right now? Me personally, I do not. I got nothing on. Absolutely nothing. Anyone using a Mac Studio M4 Max thinking of getting one of my M2 MacBook Airs getting too. Yeah, dude, the Airs are never going to be. If you want to trade, don't get an Air, get a Pro. The Studios are very cheap, but it's bring your own monitor to work day every day. The Airs are always going to suffer. Selling GC here. Well, let's look at the bookmap for GC since we're just going to be tickling around 26,000 in the NASDAQ here. Just nothing really happening there. Dude, music sounds very pure in these things. It's pretty crazy. It's wild. Took a little short scalp earlier, but it petered out. I think we really go to the moon. Yeah. Hang tight. Ribs gives away a laptop. Lingle says, blew my top step. XFA trading gold last night, but got to pay out on my MFFU funded. Yeah, gold is very difficult to trade. Let me ask you this, Legal. Were you trading MGC or GC? What's up, Yolanda? Good morning. Do you use lossless audio on Spotify as well? Yeah, I do now because I didn't know that they added that. And then, you know, I turned it on last night when I was testing out these new IEMs. And man, they got lossless now. It's crazy. It's nuts. GC, I don't do micros. I would say if you're trading on a prop, you want to trade MGC because GC is, man, that thing can gap and move and it's really difficult. It's very difficult and you're not going to get the best fills if you're using market orders too. It's just going to be spooky. Steve, you said you're shorting gold here? Looking for shorts? Previous 4-hour mid maybe? We are seeing a push up right now in equity futures, index equity futures. Yeah, the 26,000 is likely to be defended. I'm not expecting a lot out today. You know, if I had a no trade day today, I'd be perfectly fine with that. If we're being honest with one another, I'd be perfectly fine if I don't take any trades at all today. I don't really have the hungriest of eyes. And yesterday, you know, making 16K kind of gives you the cushion to kind of, you know, lay off for a day or take it very light. Maybe I'll trade. I still have these 150K Lightning funded accounts on Tradeify. So I still have these accounts to trade. Not going to play bees today, believe that. I reloaded 5K though, so. Caught a nice 10-point short on gold a bit ago. Going to pass a few more evals this week. Very nice. Nightmare for copy traders. Yeah, I mean, I just being honest with you, I just think gold is going to be so tough to trade on props. It's difficult. Moves a lot. When Rip says I'm not going to trade today, I mean, I'm just trying to explain, you know, how am I approaching my day today? Doesn't mean that I'm absolutely not going to take a trade, but I'm just like, okay, the pressure is off for me. We have FOMC tomorrow. The meetings actually are going on right now. Well, not yet, 9 a.m. So in about an hour is when the FOMC convenes. And then tomorrow we get the rate decision at 2 p.m. The Jerome Powell presser at 2:30. I might stream it, but I might just trade it in the privacy of my own trades. We'll see. Last FOMC, I can't remember. I did trade, I'm pretty sure. And I think I made money last FOMC, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. But I was trading it alone. No stream. Just chilling. Gil says, I took 26 points on NQ today. Bookmap is really changing my trading. It was kind of nice momentum. Nice work there, buddy. I love that. At 9:31, we are going to hear him say watching. You know what? Dude, come on. I'm just, I'm trying to tell you how I feel. All right, let's do 8:35 gambles here. Because what else are we going to do? We'll do it on NQ here. Yeah, we'll just do this. Did you guys see the Oracle announcement today? Well, not just basically them saying like, we're not really scared about AI or the AI bubble, I guess. That's what they said, AI bubble. All right, you degens, there's your gamble. You get 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I meant when you deny to trade, when you don't see your set of people who just look for trade, who just want entries or exits, you pour water on that. I mean, dude, this is not a signals stream. It never will be. I don't give signals. I try to Miyagi you, if anything. I don't think there's any value in signals. So I'm never going to do that. I mean, there are times when you'll be watching the stream where I will say, okay, trying a short here, or okay, trying a long here. I mean, that's about as close as you're going to get as a signal, but I certainly do not make a habit of signaling, ever. 100% agree with Ribs. Look at the last time I had the meeting the day before the decision day, usually dead days. Yeah, it's true. Might be some trades on gold or oil today. I'm guessing you're doing text, talk to text. Oh, by the way, I do believe that I'm picking up my SF90 today, which I'm super excited about. It's been so long. I think I'm picking it up today at noon. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. So far, the road tests are good, coming back with no faults or errors or anything. So I'm actually excited about it. I haven't driven the car in a long time. You know it's bad, and you know you miss your car when you're on Auto Trader looking for other cars. So dumb. What's up, High Volume? How are you? Rips, now that you say it, but are you really? Dude, yes, of course I am, man. How could I not be? It's the most badass car I've ever owned. It's literally like, I've never had a car that's cooler than that. I have a lot of cool cars. But you know what I've been looking at a lot lately is Porsches. But now I'm holding off because they just came out with like basically the Porsche Turbo S Hybrid, which is 711 horsepower and looks insane. They also have the less horsepower GT3 that came out. Not the GT3 RS, but they just look badass. NASDAQ and S&Ps are both pumping up here. No news. Slow and grindy. Was watching dude, I had that on, but I watched the Chris Harris review on it and just looks sick. But again, it's like, dude, to go from like the SF90 to that car seems kind of pointless. Like if I was gonna get it, I wouldn't get rid of the SF90. I would just keep it. But then it's kind of like, there was a point in my life where I had 7 cars, and I always look back on that, and it was just like, man, so dumb, just so stupid. I was younger, obviously, but it's just, it seems cool when you're doing it, but then like after the fact, you're like, that's the dumbest thing I could possibly do. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's just so dumb. I thought it was cool at the time, and then you look back on it as dumb. I have 3 cars now. 1 for my wife, 2 for me. And that's plenty. I might be getting her a new, don't tell her. I might be getting a new car for her for Christmas, but we'll see. We'll see. Saw the Adelstein takedown, bang, nice double up. Yeah, it was cool. That was, I think that's my biggest televised hand of poker I've ever played. I think the pot was like 300 and change. Have a local guy who's looking to sell. Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds is going to see it this week. That's dope. Is it the real one or is it like a resto mod, like a clone? Oh, wow. The real one. That's, I mean, movie cars are, they're kind of hit or miss. Some movie cars are just kind of shells. Like the Fast and the Furious movie cars were dope, but they had like the hero car, which they use for like all the close-up shots and everything. And then they have like the stunt cars, especially for a movie like that. Now in the hero car, depending on, what the deal is, sometimes they'll just fake tune it and everything. I think the hero car from Fast and Furious, like the Supra, was really dope. So I just wonder if the Eleanor hero car is tuned or anything, or if it just looks like it was. Getting the Coley, that's kind of where I'm looking at. We test drove one, or she drove it. I didn't drive it, but test drove one I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she loved it. Obviously, it's a great car. It's never a need thing, though. She loves her car currently. It's never a need thing, but it's one of those things where it's like, cool, whatever. I used to be really, really excited about cars. It's not the same anymore. I enjoy cars, but it's not like how it used. Obviously, when you own 7 cars, you're really into cars. But no, not the same. More chill now. Same as the DB10 and James Bond. Yeah, they have one hero car and then they have a bunch of cars they wreck. Cullinan with that urban body kit is sexy. Yeah, they're great. I mean, they have the Series 2 Cullinan, which came out, I think it's like 6 months ago. It looks pretty nice. I would never be driven though, right? It's definitely a car, like you can get the extended wheelbase in that car. It's like you want to be driven in it. But I would never have a driver out here. I don't go anywhere enough, and that's again the ridiculousness behind even like looking at cars right now. You wash your car yourself? No, I have my detail guys that come. They do a lot of cool cars in the community. They do a really good job. So they come about once a week or so. You ever owned a plane? I almost was gonna be a part owner of a CJ3, a Cessna, or is it a Citation? No, Cessna CJ3. Yeah, I was gonna be a part owner of one, and basically what the benefit of that would be, because I used to go to Vegas a lot when I lived in California. That was pretty much it. That's where I traveled to. ADP preliminary U.S. estimate of the average increase of 14,250 jobs in the 4 weeks ending October 11th. Thank you for that, ADP. So sort of like ADP employment change, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, I almost was going to do that. So the benefit of that would be basically you pay for the pilots, you pay for the fuel, but then you don't have to pay for the charter of the jet because you own it. There's tax breaks and everything, and then there's maintenance costs. It comes out to be about like sort of break even. You're not really making money on it. Obviously, if the plane market goes up, you're going to make money when you sell it. But I never took part in that. So I've never actually owned a plane. And if I was going to own a plane, I would have only been a 33% owner of one. I have some wealthy friends of mine that do own planes. One of my friends bought a very nice plane. I think he paid like $26 million for it back in COVID. And he didn't stop there. He spent like another $5 million on upgrading the interior and everything. So, how many seats on the plane? CJ3, I think, has 6 seats plus the toilet seat. I'm pretty sure. So I think it can seat 7. It's not like a super roomy plane. You can't like stand up. It's like, it's a smaller plane. It's nice though. I mean, I flew in the one that we were going to buy a couple times. It's very, very nice. Yes, my buddy he owns a Gulfstream. I think it's a 550 or a 650. I've never been on it either. He never invited me on it. Nice friend, huh? Yeah, he's my wealthiest friend. He's one of my friends who has the most money. It's incredible how much money he has. So we are still rising on that ADP preliminary U.S. estimate. We're not going to get ADP data today. In fact, we're not going to get any data until 9 a.m. We're going to get the FHFA housing price index and the S&P housing price index. So, dímelo, Rips. Buenos dias, Chino. What does he do for business? He's an investor, and he invested early into FB and Tesla. And that's it. He doesn't actively trade anymore. In fact, I don't really know what he does with all of his shares of the things that he has, but he has the most money out of anybody I've ever seen. He invested, how long ago was that now? Almost 20 years ago. So, could be actually 20 years ago now. So, 18, 20 years ago-ish. Probably doing wheel strategy with the shares he has. I mean, he doesn't do really much nowadays. Still reeling about that Steven Ducks trade you mentioned the other day, Holy Cat. Yeah, I mean, he does a lot of those. Steven Ducks. Well, we squeezed and we popped. We just made a new all-time high in NASDAQ, and it looks like there's still no end in sight here. I do wonder if the bottom of the hour is going to bring any chill, but I mean, it's anybody's guess. There's liquidity all the way down to 12 there, so it looks like it just wants to keep boot scooting, rallying, and making new all-time highs here. A pull back to the previous day high at 13 would be nice. Did anyone lose Discord stream audio? Yes? Okay. I don't know why Discord is so banged up this morning. Let's try refreshing that. Some days Discord just is the worst. Not a single trade. 0 P&L right now. All right. Should be back there. Just went to take a lunch and this happened. Well, it's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening. You're always gonna miss trades. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I mean, there could be a nice trade here off the open. You never know. Always want to keep open to any expectations, really. Trade Minister Bryant in the UK says, so close to completing UK trade deal with Gulf Corporation Council. Deal will be soon. Okay. Trump is also in Japan right now. He was gifted former Prime Minister, what's Abe's name? Abe. Anyway, he was gifted his old putter, which was cute. Shinzo, thank you. Get an S63, like the old ones? Are you talking about like a coupe? Yeah, I used to want an S63 coupe. They don't make them anymore, and I don't like four doors. If I was gonna get a four door right now, it would be, and it was gonna be like a coupe, I would get the Taycan Turbo S. Purchased 66 shares of PayPal last week. Woke up in shit bricks and go, yeah, PayPal went crazy. Just started my trade of 550K growth. Thanks, Rips. You're the best. Awesome. Make money on it. Let's get some wins, baby. Stack those dubs. Be great. Interesting email from TPT yesterday afternoon. Let's see. What do you mean by interesting? The CME product, self-match preservation or prevention. Is that so people are not like going long on one and short on the other? Do you think? I thought that's what that was. Do you think the same thing? Yeah, I hope that happens because you're going to see a lot of your favorite trading influencers who have these $100,000 payouts suddenly vanish overnight. Well, there's a lot of them, at least on Twitter. That's where they all are. They're all on Twitter. Asian highs took out TP. Nice. Yeah, gold is just kind of holding here. When's the gold opened? It already happened, right? Or 3 minutes ago was the gold open? Where? It's exactly what it is because that's the number one no-no in the real world. I thought it was 8:20. Wait, what's going on? Why is the gold open 8:30 today? I thought it was 8:20. Does it change every 8:30? 8:20. So it was 4 minutes ago, right? Okay. Wouldn't it be the self-match as in people shorting into their own limit buys to fake delta? I think that's in like the actual markets. I think in the prop firm world, they're trying to stop people from hedging from one prop firm to the next, which is something that is definitely needed. If you're one of those people out there that's watching, I don't think a lot of people like that are watching this stream, but if you're one of those people out there that is doing that, like you're costing yourself a bunch of time from actually learning how to trade. If you're trying to game prop firms, like you're costing yourself the future of having a really solid skill. You ought to learn how to trade. Stop trying to game prop firms. It's silly. No value, long-term value in gaming prop firms. MCX was down today. What is MCX? My Chemical X-Mance. What's the best platform in your opinion? For what? For trading? For execution? For charting? For order flow? For what? TPT rule is updated for their pro play. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, that makes more sense now. I don't see the sense in all that. All you're doing is cheating yourself. Yeah, there's no use in doing that. Trading platform? I trade on TradingView, but I don't think that it's the best platform by any means. It's just what's been working for me. NinjaTrader, I've had success with. I don't think I've ever executed on Sierra charts or anything. The worst execution platform, if you're a momentum trader, in my opinion, is Thinkorswim. It's unless you're trying to like save on fees or something. So, gonna play some poker this weekend. Got any tips to make my game better? Do some. The hell is this person saying? Sorry, squawk person just screaming. Do drills on GTO Wizard. Rips, my trading view is not fast to trade like your AMP. Of course, I'm trading paper, trading on it like ICT, but still. I mean, it should be fast if it's paper. It should be instant executions. There should be no slowdown in your executions whatsoever. Yeah, I would never get the S63 sedan. It's not my kind of car. I wouldn't. Not my thing. I would need a driver if I'm going to have that. And if I'm going to get that car, I'd probably look at a Phantom. Extended wheelbase, personally. I like Mercedes, but if I'm going to start spending, I'm not going to do it on a Mercedes, I don't think. Like, I got my wife the GLE 63S, but, I mean, that's probably where I'm drawing the line. I don't like the G63, the box, lunchbox car. Not a big fan of that. The 4x4 is okay, but, eh. Any and best prop firm, my founded, take profit or else. Any of the ones that you see scrolling right here. Oh, Apex, I gotta update that. It's 80% off. Oopsie. Any of the ones that you see scrolling here at the bottom. Also, Top Step I do recommend, but I don't have any deals with them, so it doesn't scroll. I think Top Step is a great choice. What's up, Victor? How are you? Paper account is kind of glitchy. Well, there you go. Yeah, not a big fan of you. Wow, look at you guys with the blue houses now. Look at that. We got some blue houses showing up. We got Uptown's very own. I saw Rips Mod with a blue house now. Holy. That's what I'm talking about. Some blue houses up in here. Let's go. Apex sucks. I mean, it's the only firm out there that you can get 20x leverage and get literally millions of dollars from. So it doesn't suck if you follow the rules. I'll tell you that right now. I have lost my house. Couldn't pay mortgage. Well, mortgage is $4. Might not want to be trading if mortgage is $4. It's too expensive. Been on Top Step for years, and the only issue has been myself blowing XFAs. That sounds about right. Only trade on props where you understand the rules and you're prepared to follow those rules. That would be my best suggestion to everybody. That would be it, baby. Trailing drawdowns are a scam until you get out of them, buddy. Nothing is a scam if it's clear. If they sprung it onto you and they're like, hey, by the way, we didn't tell you about this before, but now you have a trailing drawdown. That would be a scam. That would be a scam. If you're purchasing something, you know there's a trailing drawdown, and you're calling it a scam. The only scam is your lack of intelligence. It's going to be a great day, Rips. Thank you. I hope it's a great day for you. Apex updated their website, and it's a little easier to navigate. Can you buy 20 accounts at once yet? Let's see. Damn, I missed my entry at 13 there. Oh, shoot. Ribs, what do you think about hypnotherapy to help with the psychology of trading? Try it. Try it and report back. I think hypnotherapy can be powerful. TPG changed their list of restricted countries. One less prop I can trade. Seriously think of moving to another country now. Where are you located, Yaz? Yep, but Apex do trouble when it gets to payout. They do not. If you follow the rules, there is zero trouble. Like, you're reading the rumors from people online. Like, go through it yourself. And if you have a personal experience where you're like, I totally followed the rules and then they didn't pay me out, you know what? I'll personally cover your payouts. How about that? It just doesn't exist. I'm sorry. If you follow the rules, you are going to get paid. Maybe the rules are going to be more difficult for you to follow, but I'm just sick about people saying like, oh, this is a scam this and a scam that. It's not. It's reading nonsense. Sir Rips, may I ask, how do you utilize the Bookmap personally? I'm a new viewer, by the way. Salute from Greece. I mean, if there was a quick way for me to explain it to you, I would, but maybe we could take a trade and talk about what I'm seeing. It's very difficult. It took me about a year to be not great at it. Staring at it 10 plus hours a day. Dude, what is up with the all-time highs pre-market lately? This is a weird regime. I mean, people are obviously bidding into FOMC. They think it's probably going to be up. Ask Justin if Apex is a scam. Exactly. No way. Oh my God, what a headline. You guys ready for this? Truth Social is creating their own prediction market with the help of crypto.com. Now that's a headline. That's a headline, baby. More of this. I love it. This is great. Oh, what a headline, baby. Is FOMC Wednesday? Tomorrow, yes. Rip, sorry if you already answered, had to take a call. Have you ever traded NQ through a bubble and then it popped? I didn't trade in 2008 or I had a friend who was trading in 2008 and he turned out that he was, well, it wasn't a friend. It was a friend of a friend. Turned out he was like pump and dumping. I think he got whacked. But I never traded through the .com bubble, especially the 99 one. Bro, Trump is just an icon. I mean, that's a headline right there, man. That's a freaking headline. Hey, Rips, I see that a lot of people don't like trailing drawdowns. I'm unfamiliar. How do they work? Your drawdown follows you in any position that you're in, open positions intraday. So if you go up $100, your drawdown follows $100. If you go back down, it doesn't go back down. It just stays. So drawdowns kind of go like this and they follow you and then you can breach the account. So, but once you get out of that trailing drawdown, it's forever gone. It's no longer there. I have passed plenty of Apex accounts. They are easy accounts to pass. Don't have any issues. There you go. Oh, wait. Is it 8:35 yet? Almost. Oh, snap. This is going to be a photo finish. How about this one? Oh, my gosh. The aboves are going to get wrecked here, huh? What are you drinking? Straight vodka. I passed plenty. We already read that one. What did you trade during COVID? Equities. Equities and options. A lot. I did trade. I had my best futures trade of all time was a Bitcoin short. Bitcoin futures short. Because it was on Thinkorswim. I had no way to access Bitcoin back then. Like, I wasn't going to do like some weird thing. But yeah. Bitcoin futures was... That was my biggest single futures trade of all time. Hey Rips, how should I journal? Can you run through a high level for the best efficient way to journal as somebody who works full time but also wants to take this super seriously? I talk about that in my psychology webinar on MC. If you want a free month for that, just send me a DM right now with your screenshot of your username. I'll get you in there so you can watch that. I go over it pretty extensively in that webinar. So. How many points have been gambled on that? It was 62,000 points. Think earnings are priced in on mega caps? I don't think so, no. What's up, Psych Med? Is that you, Ben? What's up, buddy? All right, let me make sure we have the right candle that I'm watching here. It's going to be the 5-minute candle. The open of that candle, 11.75. So... we pay the overs. Unfortunate. I wanted the unders to come in, the underdogs. All right, let's do another one here. Let's do 905. $9.05 prediction is in 10 minutes. There you go. Give you a little bit of extra time. Yeah, overs got paid. Correct. Ribs, thoughts on copy trading? Should I consider it after months of profitability? Sure, but take it slow. I mean, if you can ignore the accounts that you're copying, it's no difference from what you're doing if you're trading one singular account. What? You have a webinar? Where's the? It's in MC. I don't like to talk about it because I don't want to promote that. So I have a bunch of webinars, but you know. No, it's whack with the trailing draw. You're better off with funding text. Again, just because you see it one way doesn't mean it's the right way. You see what I'm saying? Maybe it doesn't work for you, but maybe it works for others. There's no definitive answer in trading. And I know that people are gonna probably disagree with that, but like, there's no one right way to trade, man. There never will be. It's subjective. And if you're doing something that's working, keep doing it. Justin says, I made 500K with Apex. There he is. Justin says, I made 500K with Apex. I'm a nobody. They pay if you follow the rules. Imagine that. I think, Justin, how many followers do you have on Twitter? I think 22. Literal nobody. And well, somebody in the trading world, to me at least. But nobody as far as social media goes. They have no incentive to, like, if you think there's some conspiracy that Apex is routinely not paying people because they don't have a social media following. It's like, no. He's got 20 followers on X. Justin, by the way, has joined our Tradeify Grand Cup trading team, so I'm stoked on that. We got a rock star. What's up, Stan? Good morning. CZ saying that Trump is Satoshi Nakamoto is crazy, right? And then we have another Justin. Justin Brown says, made 275K from payouts this year. Following along, Rips, I can show you. Bing bong. Yeah, feel free to DM me, man. Another person, I've been paid by Apex. Chicks and dudes, Apex is legit. Justin gonna bring home the cup? I think so. How you like the in-ears? Better the same as QC? I never, well, I wear the QC when I travel, but I was wearing the Audio Technica, I think they are. MT50HX or something like that. JB Kim says, I just got paid by Apex. Nice. The sound stage is extremely bassy on these, so I might try different ear tips, but They're very good. They're very good. The music is incredible on these things. Wait, there's more than one Justin. Oh, Richard Harris, the saltiest man alive who can never take payouts, but always knows where the market is going. Good old Richard Harris. Richard Harris, you need to suck on a Kool-Aid bottle, my friend. What are those little Kool-Aid squeezies back in the day that you used to have for lunch? Suck one of those down. Which IEMs are those? These are the Sennheiser IE 900s. I got them yesterday or last night. They were supposed to come on Sunday, and then they're like, "Oh, early delivery tomorrow." I was gonna like tweak them and test them and all that, but yeah, they're fantastic so far. They're very bassy. I feel like they're more bassy than the over-the-ear headphones that I was wearing. It's crazy. Best first-time prop firm, one that fits your budget. That's always going to be my suggestion. One that fits your budget. Still not a single trade today. You can see over in the app account, we're sitting here with a 0 P&L. We have $867,000 in our balance. Very happy with that. Getting closer and closer. We still got November and December to see if we can pump this up even more. I tried the AirPods Pro 3. I use those when I work out. I love them. I think they're fantastic. They stay in your ears too, which is lovely. Let's see. Day Trader Rick says, not saying that, just there are scalpers and day traders, and Apex is designed more for scalpers, not day traders, due to the trailing drawdown. But again, once you get out of the trailing drawdown, do whatever the fuck you want. I know, a novel concept, right? I mean, if you're trying to make a ton of money, get the hell out of drawdown and then bing bong biggity. The AirPods Max suck ass. I've never had the AirPods Max. Never tried them. They look huge and heavy and bulky. Not my style. I never really wore Beats either. I had the Power Beats Pros for working out, but like never the over-the-ear Beats. Soundstage on that was just not great. Since prop firms are simulated, couldn't you technically copy trade with hundreds of contracts? Yeah, if you were watching PW's stream yesterday, he was copy trading a bunch of evals, and apparently there's people that are so fucking retarded. They're watching that stream and they're like, oh my God, he's so rich, he's risking $400,000 on this trade. The lack of intelligence of people that are in this space is truly something that should be studied. It's something that should truly be studied. And then those people should be convinced. No, we're not even gonna go there. It's so fucking hilarious. Too funny. Just got the Marshall Miner 4s. They're longer, but they sound great and awesome battery life. Case is lighter and no mag. Who cares? Interesting. A lot of retards in the space. There truly is. It's just incredible. Can you please say what is the contract size you're opening and what's your account balance so I can calculate my loss size and have the same percentage like you and P&L? Yes, let me get right on that. I'll do that specifically for you. No worries, brother. Speaking of retards. Yeah, it was the ATH M50X. Those are the ones that I was wearing before. They instantly fill all the orders. There's no... yes, they instantly fill all of the orders. There's no... Like, if you're doing a market order, it's instant. If it crosses the bid, like if you're bidding 60 million contracts and it crosses the bid, it's the same way that IC2 fills. It's the exact same way. It crosses the bid with one single contract. You got 600,000 contracts sitting there, instantly fills. It's the ICT method. Same broker, all on paper. What's a good direction to start learning order flow? Bring up the time in sales, bring up the depth of market, record your screen, write down on a notepad when shit happens in the market, go back and rewatch and see if you notice anything. Do that for about a year and a half straight and see if anything changes. When people are like, hey man, I'm trying to learn order flow, what's a good video to watch? So the same thing I look at is like, I'm trying to master my backswing in tennis in about 3 minutes here. What's the video I watch that tells me how to do a perfect backswing in tennis? Or back shot. How do I do a perfect backswing? How do I drive the ball off the tee 400 yards every single time? What's the video I need to be watching, Rips? Tell me exactly what is the video that you would recommend so I can start teeing off the ball 400 yards every fucking time? It's the same thing you're asking me. It's the exact same question. But you mix golf with order flow. Exactly the same thing. What an amazing gold short that would have been. I mean, it was a rejection at the 4-hour highs. Pretty juicy 10 handles. One thing I found helped with order flow is watching a replay at certain key levels. Yeah, that's one of the things I recommend. 100%. 100%. Coming down to the low end of a volume shelf here in gold. I'm a hands-on learner, 100% time in the markets, but your streams have helped me realize my style of trading, and watching your confidence in your trades has helped me progress my confidence. Nice, buddy. That makes me happy to hear that. Dude, this thing is still melting down a lot of these. Melting down. Gold melting down contracts. Still fasting? I do longer than 18.6. My last meal yesterday was at 2 p.m. and I'll probably have my first meal around 11 or 12 today. So it's going to be like 20, 21 hours plus. So explain how you see a volume shelf. Bring up the volume profile. And you can see there's a nice volume shelf right there into lower liquidity, into a next volume shelf. It's the end of the volume shelf here. That's it. What was your biggest aha moment while studying Bookmap and getting into it? I mean, when things started making sense, when I was like in my head and I'm watching it, I'm like, hey, this looks like this type of pattern that I've seen before. And then it did the thing that I thought it was going to do. And I was like, wow, that's cool. That was it. I mean, having that happen more frequently is like, oh shoot, this is dope. Can you place trades through Bookmap? You can. I don't do it. I do not do it myself. But you can. Rips, I appreciate what you do. Even if I was a fraction as good as you, there's no way I would be able to deal with a 3-ring circus of idiots that ask the most ridiculous questions that no doubt come from Velcro. No, it's fine. I appreciate people's questions. It's totally fine. I do appreciate people's questions if they're genuine. I get it too, because you know, when I first started trading, I had absolutely no clue what the hell is going on. Absolutely zero clue. So I get it, and I understand where they're coming from. Makes a lot of sense. Are you showing NQ or GC on your screen right now? Well, the price is 3927. So to carry the one, I think it's going to lead you to the answer that we are looking at gold here. And it is kind of tearing down. It's selling off pretty heavily here. Question becomes is if it's going to break down of this volume shelf. It's kind of going to shape everything in this trade. What kind of ball cap is that? Is Chrome Hearts. Let's see, does it want to break down below and possibly trade down to these 3920s? It feels like it does. If somebody leans on these 25s, I feels like, you know, it can't actually, yeah, like that. Yes, precisely like that. Question becomes, does it hold below 39.25 now? If it does hold below 39.25, I think we visit that liquidity at 39.20. So some defense coming in there at 25. Like at the tick, the exact tick. We're in no man's land of this volume shelf, so can be a little bit spicy down here. But if it does want to roll, I think this is the area that it's going to do it. You can see they're pushing down lower below 39.25. I want to get through these prior peaks and valleys for this to make sense. See if it can bring the thunder chunking below that 39.25 and like really start hammering lower. That would be idealistic in my opinion. Who doesn't love a good thunder chunking, by the way? See if they can wipe this down lower here. I'll take that off. Got filled at 22.8 there. A nice little scalpacito. Puts me up on the day 57.50. So a nice little thunder chunking there from below the 30s. I do think a good target on this is the 20s, but I'd want to be out before then. I'm a front runner. Spreads are nice today, aren't they? 2 or 3 ticks. It's lovely. You can see all of this resting liquidity below the 20s too. A slam back down to even 15 makes some sense here. 39.23 MC level. Somebody's paying attention. Why would I get out there? You're paying attention. I love that. I love that. Thank you for paying attention. That's why you got it. Smart, man. Rips, does it depend how far you scroll out on the volume shelf or how you use it? If you zoom out on a 1 hour time frame, volume profile moving towards the end of another profile more October. Thank you, great trade. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's all relative on what's your trade idea. I'm scalping there, so I'm looking at the here and now, and I'm looking at the immediacy of where's the volume shelf end. We get some slips through that volume shelf. You know, that's it. I try to not overcomplicate things. I mean, it's like there's not a lot of liquidity that was conducted there, so there's not going to be a lot of orders there, right? You know what I mean? And by the way, I'm not trying to be a hero on that trade. If you watch the stream, 57.50 is not like a monster trade here. Like we're not going big. We're not trading a monster trade. We're just going for some puntos. That's it. Missed the trade, want a refund. Yep, get that for you. No problem. Yeah, we slammed right into those 20s. How many contracts were flipped there? Let's see. Yeah, about 200. It really makes you want to size up in these things, doesn't it? Just made 500 of that gold short on the funding account. Let's go, day trader, right? What constitutes a monster trade to you? I mean, a beautiful setup that I can really size into and really start hitting the gas when I'm in the profit. I like to pyramid into my trades. I like to add into pullbacks, which can be often conflated with dollar cost averaging. And I like to add into winners. I added into a winner on that trade. I like to add into winning trades. So a monster trade doesn't have to be big size, but it certainly could be like a bigger move where I see, you know, what could potentially be coming and then being correct in that trade idea and getting confirmation and having follow through. I am never shying away from adding into a winning trade. It's one of the things that I think boosts my profitability tremendously is that I add into winning trades. As long as there's room for it, right? If you're adding into a trade and you're doing it super late, I think a lot of people's problems in trading when they're trying to do like adding into winners is that they're waiting for the market to settle after a large move and then adding into it there, where it's like that's probably the worst spot to be adding into a trade. Why is that not working? Hold on. That's annoying. I don't know why that doesn't want to work. Let me try refreshing the whole thing here. Dude, Kick, this just sometimes is just so annoying. The beta of Kick. Anyway, I wanted to feature this amazing, insightful chatter here on the stream. What do you really look for in Bookmap? Or sorry, what do you really look for in Heatmap Bookmap? What do you really look for in Heatmap Bookmap? What do you really look for in Heatmap Bookmap? What do you really look for in Heatmap Bookmap? I'm glad that you only asked that one time. Thank you for your question. Really insightful. Thank you. Means a lot. After I just got done describing. Okay, man. So. Ripspot, where were you on that one? Gold is bouncing back up. Let's see what the NQ is doing here. We're still kind of fading. Somebody front running 26,000. It's okay to repeat stuff, but copy and pasting the same question, which I've already answered a bajillion times. Kind of ridiculous. Adding to a winner is hard for me anyway. The mentality of average position price getting worse. You have to really clear profit targets and confidence in your trade. Something you do so well and focus on. So, okay, before we were talking about this, one of the key things that you can do to increase your trading, like if your expectations, let me just draw this out. Okay, let me do it on this. Let's do this. So, and there's a lot of stuff to unpack with this, but let's go 1 minute here. Let's just say you're a genius and you are prudent enough to open your trade up here. You're looking for confirmation here. You get two ads, one here, this wick back, big ads here, as long as the order flow is suggesting it. Another point to add would be on that break right there. And now if you're targeting the 4-hour open, that's pretty much your last ad, because now you've reached the point of no return. Like that's no man's land right there, because your stop should probably be somewhere around here. So it's not like you're adding, unless, and this is where I said there's a lot to unpack, unless you are like trading big enough size where you're affecting the order flow. And again, this is only for real markets. This is not for prop firm traders. This is only if your orders are affecting the real market, which you're not going to trade that much size. And then you're like actively trying to push down, knowing that those are kind of lost orders. And by the way, the more that you're filling up your bag on the way down, and this is again for you real traders out there, and it won't ever affect any of you because you're never going to trade enough size for it to matter. But like to unload your bag here, if you're holding 6,000 contracts into that, good fucking luck, right? You're building up a position. This is one of the things when I first started trading, I didn't understand like how position size or anything mattered. And it's just like, wow, if you could just short 1 million contracts down to this move, right? Like all of a sudden you're just going to cover there and nothing's going to happen. It doesn't work like that. You can't take infinite size because to cover, the more you're filling up your bags. I learned this the hard way when I was trading small cap equities, when I realized it was like me and like 2 other algorithms trading this tape after one session. It was like very like deep. If you trade equities, you understand that equity markets close at 8 p.m. Eastern. I was trading this at like 7:30 p.m. FHFA housing price index just came out, by the way. Big pump in gold. Long story short, you can get fucked if you're holding a big bag. Long story short. Wow, so a pop in gold and in NASDAQ off of that. Interesting. And by the way, this is why I'm not a holder and hoper in my trades. And this is why I front run levels often. It gets me the hell out of business very quickly. It would have been nice to catch that long, but I didn't see it that way. You can, but would be hit with major slippage. Yeah, but you're like, that's my point. It's like you can short that many, but then it's like you're not going to be profitable because your cover is going to be above your average. You know what I mean? Rose, can you give one example on how you calculate a big level, please? Are we talking about MC levels or just like key levels? If we're talking about key levels, like MC levels, then those are calculated using options positioning. But if you're looking at just like scalping positioning, you're looking at recently visited levels. Microsoft going fucking crazy here. What is happening? The fuck? Dude, why? What is happening in Microsoft? Oh. New OpenAI deal. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I love these markets. Fuck yeah, 1999. Let's go, baby. Dude, look at that. Dude. Fuck me. Holy shit. Oh, you were short NQ, were you? Brat. Fuck you. All right, we're gonna go down. We're gonna fill that gap now. See, here's the thing. Here's the problem with everybody who thinks like that fucking dumb shit like ICT concepts will ever fucking work long term for you. The market moves on news and macro environment. And when people are sitting there like, it's got to fill the gap, it's got to fill the gap. Well, what the fuck happens if Microsoft announces an OpenAI deal like they just did, you fucking dumb shits? What do you think fucking happens? The market goes up. No fucking turtle soup is going to save you from that, boo-boo. I promise you this. It's called the market moving on fucking news. You think there's a round table where they all got together and been like, we can't release this news because it violates the turtle soup agreement. Fuck off. Get a fucking brain. Jesus Christ. You drew some boxes on your chart. Oh, that saves everything. Fuck you. Good Lord, get a fucking brain. You want to see who's so great at trading ICT concepts? Go watch TJR trading his little fucking paper account for the last fucking few weeks. Sitting there fucking drawing little boxes. Oh guys, this is busting on God for real, no cap. Dude, high key, like this position on like the low key, bro. Like I swear, bro. Like, you think that fucking retard can actually fucking trade? That's why he trades a paper account. Jesus Christ. Oh, high key, bro. Like I drew a box on my chart and there's like a high key, like low key, but like SMT divergence. It's like busting on God. Like, bro, it's called a fucking high or low, you goddamn retard. You think because you drew a fucking little squiggly line on your chart that's gonna stop this type of shit from happening? Okay. Bro, like high key, like I think like this SMT divergence is like a bullish underflow of like high key, but like low key, bro. Get the new kill tech drop. Oh, fuck me. Look at it go. Dude, Microsoft is literally ripping to the fucking sky here. It's valued at $135 billion. Their investment in OpenAI now. Modus Vis says, Ripsy is so bent over this ICT guy. Brother, I just keep it real. Sounds like you want to be lied to, my friend. Sounds like somebody wants to be lied to. New to trading, but up 1K on my first fund after last week. Only 1,500 to go. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's a beautiful thing. Still don't understand how ICT is still around. For the same reason that people were watching somebody put on 600 contracts in an eval and being like, wow, this is incredible. Because there's so many fucking retards in the prop firm trading space. I don't use indicators, only ICT. It's already right. Well, I'm happy that you got lucky in your first week of trading. That's awesome, man. Good for you. Way to go, broski. Push it up above those 50s now. My goodness. This thing has a lot of squeeze left in the tank. Microsoft's still going for more. You gotta wonder if it's gonna go all the way to like 560 or so. The predictions today are going very good. What was the 905? I think the overs have that one, right? Yeah, did that make it by 905 though? Let's see. Yes. I will say yes on that one. The abovs win. Wait, how many people? Wow, the abovs were the underdogs there. All right, let's do one more for 945. Let's do. Take care, Woodchip. See, I like this. I see people betting small on this. Like, don't be betting your whole bankroll, man. On the channel points prediction, by the way, not on trades. I'm talking about the channel points prediction. I really wish we would have got that Microsoft headline a little bit earlier. That would have been very lovely. It's crazy how gold is reacting on it too. What else are you looking at besides what's on your YouTube screen, Rips? I'm going to show you right now since you asked. I'm going to put that on my Instagram story right now for you since you asked. This is my setup that I trade from every single morning here. There you go. I think it's time for me to add a fourth monitor to my setup. Only if you need it. You know, only if you actually need it. We're up at 925 in S&Ps here. A big pullback from Microsoft. Amazon and Meta both kind of pulling back on that. It does show you how much juice that Microsoft has as far as pull goes. It seems like a monster move in NQ, but it's not as massive as it could have been, mind you. Take care, Gil. We'll see you. Feels like we're drawing liquidity these last few trading sessions only just to drop the hammer during FOMC. It really could happen like that, where we see we could have a huge pullback on FOMC only to rally during the speech. There's a lot of different scenarios. I'm open for anything as long as we have nice movement. I couldn't care less what happens as long as we just have some beautiful price action. We are going to have the open here in about 20 minutes. I will keep the YouTube stream rolling as long as we have 250 likes on the YouTube stream. Otherwise, we're going to go stream on Kick like we do every single day. It's free. It's always free, baby. Is there a reason why you don't copy trade prop firms if you could size like 100 contracts every single time? I can trade 100 contracts. I can already trade 100 contracts, but I do it in the real markets, and I also pay an effective tax rate about 29% versus being 1099 and paying 40-something% or whatever the hell it is. Real money, baby. I don't have to report to anybody. It's my money. I can do what I want. Let's see how many likes we have on YouTube already. We are at, wow, 67 likes. Cool. All right, message received. YouTubers, I'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye.